Inside each L3 LEDzign car kit, you will have, for your lighting needs, 1 4-foot LED hybrid strip light, 2 cigarette adapters, 1 USB power adapter, 1 D-tap power adapter, 2 Y splitters, 4 rubber gear ties, 4 3D printed visor clips, 1 bag of T-clips for the lone LED strip, 4 feeder cables, 1 hybrid light dimmer, 1 AA battery pack, 2 L3 matchbox lights, and 2 L3 visor lights.
Well, here we are. I'm the gaffer, put up lights. So that means I know lighting. I did a lot of Kardashians for 12 years. I was on Kardashians, so I lit them. I lit every single one of them. Kim, Courtney, Chloe, Chris, Kendall, Kylie, everyone in between on that show in the cars. So this is what I developed during that show, because that show was so important to have good lighting on those girls at all times. So this is what I did for that show, and ever since then I've used it on many other shows. So I know a lot of tips and tricks. And what I'm going to show you today is my own solution to a problem that is rather hard to solve on a lot of shoots. Whether you're shooting reality shows, which I do a lot, big budget features, shorts, scripted shows, commercials, you name it, interviews, and you want to shoot in the car, this is a great solution to having good lighting in the car while you're recording. So I'm going to show you how to use it. This is my L3 car kit, and you can see L3 car kit. This is number 6. I rent them out, so you could call me if you want to rent it out just for a week. I go by the week. That's about it, or it might be available to purchase on my website. So here I'm going to show you. It's very sleek design. It's not cluttery. It's not a big light where you have to have a lot of grip to hold it. I'm not using suction cups to take away from the sight lines of the driver. So what I would do, I'll take the wire. We want to wire away from the driver for safety's sake. I don't need any wires coming down here. Just in case anything happens, we have to be sure the driver is always safe at all times. Clip these on, like so. Slide them in, and what I do is I usually wrap it around so you still have access to the rear view mirror. Now we're going to end up putting another one over here, but to connect the 2 connectors, which are Phoenix connectors, you'll need a 3-fer, and that is in the kit as well. I gave you 2 just in case you need to end up doing front and back, so you can have 2 and 2, and I'll show you what to do for those as well. But right now I'm just showing you the visor light and how to install that. So female end, male end, bunch it together. I usually give it another wrap. Alright, so I've also added some rubberized wire just in case. These are included in each kit, the little ties, rubber ties. And I did, you can see I tightened the wire around the base so it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, see that? You have it's right there. What I did is I kind of just wrapped it around really tight. Then you could take this and slide it back up under so you know it's not going to fall. That'll give you a solid base. Do the same on this side. Push it. There you go. So here again we have the female side, and I'm going to plug it in to the male side of this 3-fer. With the wire and hiding them underneath the visor. Here goes the cord. Sometimes what I do is you see this crease, I'm going to tuck the wire in there and then hide it underneath the rubber around the window. go down in the rubber and hide the cord in there. As you can see, it's pretty quick. And here, you can tuck it up inside and hide it underneath. If you need to, grab some photo black, short tape, the only brand we ever love to use, just to secure. That way, they're still included in each kit. Each kit has one cigarette adapter. They're also in the kit 8 battery AA, which will give you a 12 volt. Every L3 car kit has one D-tap. So what you do is you grab a gold pin style battery, has females right there, plug in your dimmer. There you go, we got lights. So here's your male end. After you hid the core underneath the floor mat, come on up, and you plug into your dimmer. It'll only plug in one way. So once we have that done, flick the switch, you are in control. The other thing, I would just rig strips up along the top, along the edges. You have these little T-clips that are a perfect size for the LED strip that I sent in each case. So what you would do is you would put that in and just kind of stick it in there, and that would hold it. Then use another one. You can use the friction of, when you need this or want to rig it somewhere else, then you have it. That was my original. I made up these matchbox lights. So the matchbox lights are also the same professional grade, high CRI, perfectly matched white for cinema cameras in Hollywood or anywhere else you're shooting. If you're shooting content, YouTube channels, this is great as well. It'll match anything you want, any Kelvin temperature you need. These are the professional. There's no green, there's no magenta. These are what we use daily in Hollywood. So they're the best, the top of the line LEDs.
Okay, so here we are in the back seat. You have an L3 matchbox light. If you notice, the green Phoenix plug is on the left-hand side, so that way our wiring is not towards where camera might see it. So you're going to raise the headrest up so you can see the two posts underneath that are holding it. You're going to affix and wrap around with the baling wire that's attached to the matchbox light around it for security. Once you do that, you could do whatever you need to do to get rid of the excess wire, wrap it around itself, wrap it around the light itself a couple times just to kind of get rid of it. Make sure there's no sharp ends poking out. Once you do that, you're going to take the female end of a feeder cable and press it and connect it to the male end of the Phoenix connector on the light. You're going to take the feeder cable down and kind of scrunch it and push it into the crevices of the seat itself. There's a lot of plastic and places where you could hide the cable. Just make sure it's not loosey-goosey if anyone is going back there. Once it's around, sometimes I just throw the excess cable in that little pouch that is pretty much on every single seat, or you could go underneath it, the floor mat on the bottom. Just make sure it is safe so the cast feet won't be tripped up. Once you feed it through to the front console, you will have the male end of the feeder cable. You'll grab a 2-fer or 3-fer from your kit and plug it into the dimmer. Then you're gonna plug the front as well, and you should have control of both front visor lights and back matchbox lights. Just make sure you have that control and dim it, increase the dim, change your color temperature to whatever you're shooting. I usually go tungsten at night and daylight for the day, or you can change and add some color if you need a little bit of extra color. And that is how you do it.
Out. That is good. You don't really see my eyes as well. Now with, sorry, should be doing this better. And again, this is dimmed pretty far down, so this is 50%. Pretty good, pretty bright. You could also choose to soften this a little bit more if you need to. Depends, and also just wherever your camera is placed, you have to worry about that. But if the camera is there, you're not going to see this. You're not going to see the light. You're just going to have them illuminated in a perfect way. No lines under the shadows. No, this is great lighting. Fantastic. All right, so this is what the L3 card kit does. It gives you the opportunity to light cheaply, efficiently, quickly, and for such a low price. These kits are available for rent and for purchase on L3LEDzign.com. With that, feel free to email me, Landon at L3LEDzign, or check out our website, purchase some, rent some. Feel free. Give us a buzz. Thanks.